Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A huge play there right off the bat. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check, check, lucky. 60 eagle.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eight yards to go on second down. They'll try the left side. Callaway. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And here's Jones again on second down. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On play action, Love to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. To throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Second and 8. Love, they go play action now. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This is Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st down, Callaway. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun. Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On second down, Callaway. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Jordan Love ready on first down here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Play fake. Here's Love. This is Smith with a grab. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Jones. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is,
there he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Love from the gun. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle.
16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Ricky.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 2nd and 10, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check 13.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready, break.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's pick it up.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
53. Mike 53.
Here's Love. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Jones. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Callaway, and a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Callaway. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.